There we go. We're recording now. So anyways, happy Monday, guys. And you know what? I love Mondays. Mondays kind of pump me up. And as soon as we hit the live button and we start going at it on here, it's like a whole different Amanda comes over me because I get excited and pumped up. And probably one of my favorite things to do is teaching you all the things that I've learned over the years and the things I continue to recognize within myself when I'm like, especially like I took a break, a little bit of a break. I don't want to say a break over this last year, but I definitely certainly stepped back and when I say stepped back, I used to volunteer for everything. Those of you guys that have been around for a year plus, you know that you saw me in every group, every chat, always answering questions, always being one of the first leaders to volunteer to lead a Zoom, lead an online call, jump into a training of some kind, go to a retreat, travel, jump in doing the locals, the lives, everything. You saw Amanda everywhere and probably wondered how the heck does she do anything else, right? Well, over the last year, I had to allow my leaders to kind of step in and develop. And honestly, it's a blessing at the same time because I was probably stepping in too many times and they didn't step in because I would always volunteer to do stuff. So it was kind of like a blessing and a curse, but also it kind of gave me a chance to feel like a lot of you guys do whenever you don't really know how to restart your business, or you see those posts that say, if you've taken some time off and you need to come back in, well, I'm here to tell you guys, I don't care how long you've taken off. I don't care how long, if you just started yesterday, every single one of us can brand new start out of the gate. Every single one of us, right? And the reason why I'm even talking about this is because when this Line 4 challenge came out, I decided I was going to get it, right? I decided there has to be a decision made. You're either going for it or you're not. Right? It can't be like, oh, if it happens, it happens. Because I can almost guarantee you, if you say that, it's not going to happen. Right? Just like when I decided I was going to go 200K, I went 200K. When I decided I was going to go VIP 800 and VIP 1600, I went VIP 800, 60. I don't know why I keep on wanting to say 400. 800, 1600, because I made that decision. And that meant that I would have to follow certain actions in order to achieve that. Okay. So when I decided that I was going to go after the Line 4, I knew the basics. So that's the only disadvantage from somebody that's brand new or somebody that's never really kind of gotten consistent with doing anything, is that I knew immediately, one, I needed to put the product out there. I needed to talk about it. I knew that I needed to actually say what it was that I was trying to achieve into my audience, meaning that could be on a live, that could be on a Zoom, or not a Zoom, that could be in the form of doing it in my stories. It could be in a TikTok. It would be any way, shape, or form, me making a post that just said it. Like I said, a story or TikTok or whatever, right? But I needed to let people know what it was that I was wanting to give them, wanting to help them with, and what I was trying to achieve. Because if I don't tell people, I can't achieve it, right? I can't achieve it. So I want to know, put a one over here on the side, if you decided that you were going to accomplish this. Like, I want to know, did you decide that you're going to achieve the Line 1? Be honest. Put a 1 if you decided that you are going to do it. And then listen to my wording here. Put a 2 if you said you were going to go for it. Be honest. Man, your words are powerful. Notice how as soon as I changed the wording, everybody's answers went to a 2. All right. Scratch that. I want every single person that put a 2 just now to get a piece of paper out and to write, I am going to achieve the Line 4 customer promo by January 16th. Write it down. Write it down. Okay. Now let's talk about what you're going to do to achieve it, right? Every single day between now and that date. Okay. That's got to be your goal date. There's no exceptions. It can't be the day after because you won't qualify. There's no, oh, well, I hit it the next day. Nah, that doesn't count. You basically start back at 0 the next day. Let's just say that. Okay. So it's got to be now till that date. It is January 16th, right? It was January 6th to January 16th. Okay, cool. All right. I had that date in my head because I knew I needed to achieve it. Now, unlike some people, I'm like, I want to achieve it as quickly as possible because that's how my brain works. So I sat down and I hardcored it and I just pounded it out. So I've got 3 out of 4 already of my orders done. So I'm working on trying to close that last one right now. I've been working on it for the past 2 days. And I really would like to have it done by Friday. All right. Cause I want to give myself a couple days. I want, and listen, I'm actually giving myself a little bit of leniency there by saying I want to have it done by Friday. I really should be saying I want to have it done by tonight, because if I knew tonight was the cutoff, I would have it done. Right. So I know that in order for me to achieve that, then I need to be very intentional with what I want to get as many customer accounts as possible. So each person that I sign up, I want to get them sending me referrals immediately. I did not hit a goal that I wanted to post for myself today, which I wanted to post about getting minis out. I sent multiple mini experiences out this past weekend, but I want to get as many mini experiences out as I possibly can. And with each one of those mini experiences, I wanted to have a new account. And each of those new accounts, I want to talk to those people about posting their customer thing. Okay. Something I'm doing right this moment is anybody that is a potential promoter for me, I'm having them sign as a customer. And I'm having them sign as a customer, and either they're placing an order, they're getting a mini experience, or they're saving the money up to get a mini experience, whatever it be. I'm having them sign up as a customer. Okay. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm walking them through. First of all, they're going to get me that free customer account. If they do decide to order, they're going to get products prior to them, ordering their upgrade kit or whatever, or hitting that promoter button. It gives them a chance to get some customer referrals in that are going to count for that $2 each. It's also helping them not have to hit that promoter button and go into the VIP period before they actually have had a chance to get product in their hand and start talking to people. So some of these people that are potential promoters, I actually have 2 ladies that signed up as customers that I got mini experiences to, but I told them to sign up as a customer. Let's work on their referrals. So as soon as their mini experiences get to them, I'm going to work with them on how to word their testimony and post to their audience. In the meantime, I have those people posting about their 5 things, getting used to posting. All right. Because like one of the girls today, she's 19 years old. She's actually a friend of mine that I graduated with's daughter. She's a college student. She newly just moved in with her boyfriend. And she actually told me she doesn't want her mom to know that she's worried about paying for her bills. So she wants to become a promoter with me, which her mom's actually the one who referred her to me. Well, she has a mini experience on the way to her, and she is excited because she's like, I go to the gym and I'm, really looking forward to having the energy. I'm tired all the time. So this is like the epitome of somebody that'd be awesome with Thrive. Right. But she doesn't know how to post to people. So today she messaged me and she says, hey, does my post look okay? And it was about Shameless, the show Shameless. Okay. And what it was that she's trying to work on increasing her interaction. So she knows that some of the things that she's going to need, she's like, how am I going to get customers? And I said, you're going to get customers by attracting them to you and what it is that you have to offer. But also they're going to need to know, like, and trust you. So they're going to need to start talking. So anybody that you have right now that is a potential promoter, I strongly encourage maybe signing as a free customer account, getting them a mini experience out to them. Then that's going to be the $2 or whatever. But also it's just going to help you. And if they want to place an order as a customer, get their products, get their testimony rolling, great. They can upgrade to a promoter later. Or once they start getting customers, once they start actually generating the interest, they can hit that promoter button when they sign their referrals, right? So that's what I'm doing right this moment. But so making a post, have you made a post talking about your customer accounts? As you know, in the little fine lines, it says about using credits. So watch those credits. Okay. Because we don't have a ticker, a little tracker this time. So the 3 customers I signed, I actually offered $15 cash back for them instead of offering any credits. I just did that on a personal thing. You do not have to offer anything, you guys. The 20%, like I said, spin of words. I just did that because I did it. All right. I just did it. But you don't have to offer them that. But I figure if I earn that bonus, I'm going to get my money back anyways. So you have to kind of think bigger the picture. Even if I offer $15 cash back for shipping on each one of those orders, that's spending $60 total for 4 customers when I'm going to make 400. So really I still profited $360 plus whatever I made on commissions for them. Right. So that's all a bonus. So you want to think outside the box there. So you want to go down through your list. I also, thank you, Crystal, because every time I hear you talk about Trello, make me want to download Trello. So I have Trello. I actually bought like a course for like $29 to learn every nook and cranny about Trello to do. Yes, you guys, even though you don't hear me talk about it often, even though you don't hear me talk about often, I actually am very anal when it comes to certain stuff. And I like to know and learn it. And I'm like, I got to learn all things. Right. So if you do not have a good system in place, use, Brittany's idea with, the little box the recipe box, the customer recipe box, use that, download something that, or put it in your planner, write down the names, something that's going to send you a reminder. You can put it in your calendar on if you have an iPhone, I'm sure Android has something that has a calendar as well. You use it for follow-ups as well. Good. But you can put reminders in even your calendar on your iPhone for it to go off like an alarm, right? Like you had a meeting or you had something else, put somebody's name in and what day you need to follow up with them. And it'll get consistent. And if you have nowhere to start because you have never followed up, just pull up your customer list and start going down through them. If you don't want to message every single one of them through Facebook or cell phone, you can email them, right? Now, where it gets a little bit tricky is if you have somebody, I'll answer it in just one second. If you have somebody that is, my brain went haywire because I said that real quick. Oh, help. What was I saying right before that? Before I looked over and said, I'll answer that in a minute. What did I say?
I don't remember either.
Jeez Louise. You guys know how my brain goes. I shouldn't even look at comments in the process of me running my mouth.
We were talking about a box, like the comment box, the recipe box, and something about following up with people.
Yeah, I don't know. It must not have been that darn good or that important because I would remember if it was.
Just all the different ways you can keep track.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, great. If you have somebody that was a promoter on your team and they quit and now their customers became your customers because they were your personally enrolled, it is a little bit trickier to reach out to those people in your car. I'm hoping eventually we will have a little bit difference of a process. But for now, you can do your best that you can to reach out to those people. If you look up their name on Facebook or whatever you want to do, I totally wish we at least got a little bit more of their information. I'm hoping that we can push for that in our back office course, to get some more information for them in those cases of something like that happening. But remember, all your personally enrolled customers and all of their referrals are your personally enrolled, and you are going to get that $2 on each of them. I know there were a lot of questions revolving around that, but it absolutely is. Okay, so let me answer this real quickly because it was a very, very good question. Can a new promoter double dip VIP 800 plus 400 line 4? 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Somebody that they're two separate things. All right. So if somebody is getting the VIP 800, okay, they're getting their 4 customers as well. That VIP bonus is something totally different. 1,000,000%. Okay, I'm gonna backtrack real quick. I'm gonna say send a support ticket in and find out, clearly ask if they will get the 400 line 4, which I'm assuming the answer to this is yes. Unless somebody has a support ticket, please tell me otherwise.
The answer is yes, because
Okay.
Jason said, he said, this is on top of what we normally get paid
All right.
anyways.
Yeah,
So
I mean, the way that it's worded, it yes, is what I would say as well, because they are two totally different things. You have the tracker for VIP 800 and VIP 1600, and then there's not a tracker for this, but it is still a totally promo for everybody. So that would be kind of unfair for somebody to come in and get those, and then somebody that's been around. I mean, you guys, you can have your 4 customers, any 4 customers get this. Okay, so that's what you need to keep in mind as well. Reach out to
really
everybody,
excited.
follow up, huh?
I'm so excited for this promo. I mean, when they launch this, because first of all, okay, so if you guys have been around for a while, or even if you guys are brand new, every beginning of the year, we wait for what Lavelle's going to announce. Like, what are they going to do for us? Because they always do. They're so generous. I mean, we've had really amazing Januaries, like announcements that have changed some of our lives, right? But you know, I feel like we just never know what they're going to give us, and this is what they gave us, because honestly, I'm pretty sure they're looking in the back and they're like, what does the company need? We need to get people on Thrive, right? So they see it, they're like, GPOT. They're basically gearing you guys up right now to get you out of holiday funk, right? To get you out of holiday hangover. Exactly what Jason said on the call. He's like, oh, you know, holiday hangover's over. But this is a very, very simple goal for you guys to go to, like to go get, right? 4 people, get them on Thrive. And this is like a mini VIP almost. So if you guys, yeah, they're all customers. So this thing for GPOT, the line of 4 is just customers, but this is a separate bonus. Besides, like, you know, if you're brand new and you're in your VIP, it's a separate bonus, but this one's available for everybody. But I really like this because if you guys are brand new, I mean, brand new people come in, or even if you guys have been around for a while, when you help somebody go through VIP, what's the hardest part about VIP? It's getting to promoters, right? Because you just started something brand new and your network is like, what are you doing, right? They might trust you if you're like, hey, like, try these products, it's making me feel amazing, but they might not trust you if there's like, hey, like, why don't you join this new business with me? And you weren't even doing this business like 2 weeks ago, right? So this is kind of like a mini VIP almost for everybody to go and grab. I really love it just because it's like the 4 customers, and just like what you were saying, Amanda, you're like, if they told you you had to be done tomorrow, you'd be done tomorrow.
Right.
So it's like,
and I'm so glad that you just said the sentence that you said. If everybody on this team had a chance to go for VIP 800 right now, everybody be like, yeah, let's do it. Guess what? The same darn thing comes out for this line 4, and people in their mind space, for whatever reason, are not seeing it as the exact same darn thing. Plus, you're getting paid on your customers' orders. It's the same thing, you guys, minus the fast starts, right? Don't you think Lavelle doesn't have something up their sleeves after the 16th of this month? So don't sit on your ass and not grow your team right now. Okay, because some of you all are going to be smacking yourselves in the butt if some kind of promoter bonuses or something come out after the 16th of the month and you sat on your hands all month pouting because you didn't like this promo.
They're giving you time right now. I feel like they're giving us time to kind of like, okay, get back into the swing of things, like get your people on Thrive, and just kind of like a brainstorming exercise, right? For you guys to kind of think about this.
And the reality of it is that if you get people on Thrive, a guarantee, okay, the more samples you get into people's hands, the more people that you are signing up as free customer accounts, okay, the more people trying the product, the more people that are going to join as promoters, period. End of story. All right.
1 out of 4 of those is probably going to become into a promoter.
Yes.
Like, no doubt.
Okay. So you want to go at this as hard as you possibly can. Okay. Like, you should not be going without samples right now at all. You should be aiming to get as many free customer accounts, as many as many people sign up as customers first, as you possibly can, because that's going to ultimately build your team in the months that follow. Okay. It's going to ultimately build your team. So you want to get very, very consistent. And honestly, you guys, I can remember back when I first started, my first day was January 15th. And when I first started, literally, I ran out of samples my first night after posting. I went live, I made a post, I had all my samples gone. I had to go ahead and order more product. Okay. I ordered more product, and you guys, by the time that product came, I already had to order more product again. All right. I ordered back to back to back. Because I literally had so many samples, but I had samples in my work bag. I had samples in my car. I had samples, at the house. I had samples they were coming out of everywhere. All right. So I want you guys to understand the importance of, and know that the harder that you go at this, the more rewards that are going to come, as a day. So, if you don't have a goal to get a post up every day about getting samples out, or talking to people, or following up, get it on your schedule right now. Like, all 3 of those things need to be on your every single day actions. Okay. On your every single day actions. How can you get in front of new eyes every single day? Interacting every single day, adding people, to your network every single day. Like, these are things right now that are so important. I cannot even explain. And like I said, getting a solid follow up plan, and reaching out to those previous customers right now. If you're somebody brand new, and you're just getting started, the biggest thing is letting people know what you have your hands on, showing your excitement, claiming what it is that you're going after. Why are you excited to do this? What is in it for everybody else? What is in it for everybody else? And everybody should know that you are getting your products for free. I had somebody, a potential promoter, that messaged me, and she was like, wow, those are expensive. I said, girl, I haven't paid for my products since 2017. And she was like, I wish I could do like you do. And I said, you can. I'm nobody special. I signed up as a free promoter just like you, but I decided to get some product, right? I got some product. I shared it with my friends, and then it just kept on rippling. It kept on paying it for itself. Every month, on the 2nd of the month, just like you, I get free credits, and then I use them to buy my product, right? See what I just did?
I love that very quick answer. Very quick, witty, but not like rude. It's just like, I haven't paid for my products in forever. Like, how simple is that to say if somebody says it's expensive,
Yeah.
And if you're typing, you just, if you're typing, it's even easier, right?
Yeah.
That's confidence.
And you have to let people know you're excited. You guys, go in your stories and don't worry about making perfect pictures. Listen, do you know how many times I go live in my stories, which I haven't made any stories today because I've just been extremely like nonstop. But look, Amanda's going to make a dirty story. Not really dirty, but my camera looked dirty. Look, I'm going to say, you guys want to meet my team? Hold on, watch. That's it. You guys want to meet my team? Say hello. Say hello. They're muted. They can't hear you. Right? Okay. So that's it. That's it. I just did a story. I don't give a shit. People are like, oh, what the hell is she doing? I don't know. I go live and I just talk. I just get that interaction, right? And then guess what? I'm gonna pop on and be like, I have one more spot available for an awesome discount, right? And then they're gonna message me and they're gonna be like, what's your discount? I'm like, I'm giving free shipping. Do, 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 do. And that's their awesome discount. Plus, you're getting 20% off. And plus, it's an awesome time of the year. Everybody's trying to go for their goals, whatever. I just babble. And then guess what? People are in my inbox. People are in my inbox. Why? Because I just said what it is I'm trying to go for, what it is that I have, what it is I'm doing. And then they have to message me for details, right? I don't even have to say message me for details. Like, I mean, I probably throw that in there, but I want you guys to quit second guessing yourself. Put it out there, right? So every single day, make it a goal that you're going to make a post that shares about the product or the opportunity. Right now, I strongly encourage the product, like about becoming a customer, obviously first, and how, like, your story, your testimony, sharing somebody else's story, somebody else's testimony, whatever it may be. Just start doing it. Like, it's got to be on your action list. Like, what is on your action list? I'm making my action list for tomorrow right now. All right. And my action list literally includes my daily stuff, like washing the dishes and making appointments and things like that. They're mixed up throughout my entire day, between my post on Facebook, post on TikTok, post on stories, post on Instagram, post on Facebook Reels. Like, I have to have a check mark beside each one before I'm allowed to go to bed. And since I'm behind today, I have a lot of work to still do today.
And you still work at the hospital. Were you working today?
No,
Oh.
no. I'm done working at the hospital now. No.
Okay. You have time. I was gonna say,
I
like,
left.
because like social media, so I was gonna just kind of touch on this a little bit. Like social media, if you guys are home and you're doing this full time, like just get intentional and start actually like doing things that are IPA, income producing, through social media, right? But if you're not, like if you actually do go to work and stuff and it is really hard, you're like, damn it, I can barely get a post up. Try as best as you can. Wake up an hour earlier and do it. But if you don't, you guys are so lucky to be out there talking to people. Like seeing people. I literally don't see anybody but like my toddlers most of the time. And if I go to school, it's just like, all the people are like masked up or whatever. So I literally, when they're at school, I try to go out and go eat places, or like now I have antibodies, so I can pretty much go anywhere. But like I try to go places and do things, or I'll go get services done. Like that's how Tanya found twin, getting services done, like getting your lashes done, or just like going out and seeing people. So even if you guys do, like maybe this is your late night Zoom where you're like, I need to plug in, I need to feel something, right? When you guys are out there, talk to your coworkers. It's so much like there's just people that you can actually get to talk to. And then something else I was going to say. Oh, I wanted to give you guys a little idea and post, because this is like, I thought about this and I was like, okay, this promo that they gave us, like, how do you promote this promo? You want promoters to join because they think they can sign up for customers, right? If you're trying to get brand new people on Thrive. Because it's just like, when they come up with a promo, our job is to post it. Like don't ever sleep on posting about the promos just because you don't think that nobody's going to go for it, right? Like don't ever sleep on it. Post every promo, work every single promo, because somebody will come and people are watching, and it's just a matter of time. And if they know what they have, like if they know what's available for them, they'll join, right? But today, so for line 4, what I posted today, I don't know if you guys were on, but Lunch and Learn was this morning, and Jamie Lindbergh was on, and she was like giving her tips and stuff. And this is why I love to hop on to Zooms, because you just never know what wow factor is going to be from like coming from a promoter, right? What are other people doing in this business? And if they can do it, of course you can, right? So Jamie Lindbergh, I've met her on some of the getaways. She's a Lavelle millionaire, but she was just talking about it. She hopped on. She had a death in the family or something, and she hopped on anyway. She was like almost in tears, but she was dedicated to training on Zoom. She hopped on and she was sharing her calendar, and she said that she had 60 something customer auto ships between hers and her husband's account like last month. And I was just like, wow, right? And I had my camera and I was like, videotaping when she was like talking, and I'm like, this is a Lavelle millionaire. She's got 60 customers who are loyal auto ship customers. That's how many people love Thrive, right? So I'm putting it out there. Look at this is how many people love Thrive, right? I'm putting it out there on social media to show other people this is how much one person can get people on Thrive, loyal customers, right? This isn't even team, right? This is just customers. So I put it out there because I want people to know that it's easy to get customers, right? People love these products so much that they're probably going to be like, if 60 people are signing up and like, buying Thrive every single month with one person, what is so great about these products? I want to try it, right? So really, really intentional, you guys. So I put that out there. And then by follow-up of that, I posted, I'm like, there is an amazing promo that's happening right now. Like she's got 60 customers. All you need is 4 to get a $400 bonus, right? How can I help you, right? How can I help you? Whether that be like, you want to try the products, you want to get on Thrive, you want to Thrive for free, whatever it is. I'm like, literally, I got my doors open. There's 5 different ways that I can help you. How can I help you, right? If I help you, it's going to help me. They know that, right? That is how you effectively talk about the opportunity without feeling like, well, I'm selling. You know what I mean? That's how you talk about it. That's how you lead into, that's how you take advantage of these Zooms. And like, you're not just like hopping onto the Zoom and like showing the little squares. Like, what did you learn on there? I learned that someone signed up 60 freaking people in a month, right? On auto ship, like a ran auto ship. That is incredible, you guys. I don't know about you. That was like,
No,
that really inspire you. I don't know.
I know. I love the lunch and learns. And if I only have like a half hour or so, I like to go and grab the recordings from them, because they're very, very helpful. And a lot of times I always like, I teach one again here. I don't know what the exact date is that I'm doing one of them for, Susan and Natasha. But I can tell you that actually I'm doing it at the end of February. The 28th of February, I'm scheduled for one of those lunch and learns. I am very organized when I teach it, right? Because I want to make sure that 30 minutes is very effective and powerful. And so I try to make sure that I just give straight quality. So those kind of Zooms, a lot of times they're being very targeted and straight to it, right? And you're talking, the leaders that are sharing on there have been around, have a lot of times a lot of experience when it comes to certain things, that they've learned that they can turn around and teach. Okay. They may not be the number one recruiter in the company, but please always understand that just because somebody doesn't sign a bazillion and one people doesn't mean they don't have knowledge they can teach you, and qualities that they have learned. So you want to grab every little tidbit. And just like Jackie just said, something like that inspired her. And because it inspired her, she had to turn around and share it, because she's like, look, just because some people get in their heads that they don't sign a lot of promoters, or they maybe don't know a lot of this or that. I always get, I don't know a lot of people, or I don't, whatever. Those are all things that can be taught. Okay. None of us know a lot of people whenever we first get, most of us don't know a lot of people when we first get started, but when we can learn, and then we can turn around and we can inspire them by what it is that somebody else has accomplished. Like, this is a normal person. And this is how many people want this product, right? That's just like when you see these big posts of, oh, they've sold $2 million in sales, or they've sold, I saw the other day, and I was extremely inspired by this. This girl had 100,000 and something in personal sales. And I was like, and she hadn't even been in that long. That was the thing. So she hadn't even been in that long. And I was like, holy crap. Like, holy crap. Right. And I was like, wow, like that inspires me. And you know what? We have a promoter on our team. I won't mention her name right now, but anyways, I saw her shout it. Anyways, she got a shout out the other day. You guys, she literally has not worked her business in like, I don't know, like a year and a half. Okay. But she came in and got that in line for like, boom, nobody's business. If you want to find out who it is, she's tagged on my page, because I was so impressed. It wasn't my post, but I was tagged in the post and I approved it, because I was so impressed that all she had to do was simply message people and post about it. Right. And it's because her hustle game, her main thing, she doesn't sign promoters. She hardly ever signs promoters, but she signs customers. She's always on that leaderboard. Like as soon as we have another leaderboard that you get to see and it's customer based, customer driven, she's probably going to win it. Okay. And in fact, she should have been walking on stage last year at conference as one of the highest, like fastest growing because of customers, not even promoters. Okay. So I want you guys to understand, like she definitely could have been at 40K rank easily without the promoter side of it. Like she had over 40,000 in sales volume, but she just doesn't have the promoters for it. So she makes mega checks. Okay. Like mega checks. So you can make a lot of money being a huge customer enroller. So even if you're not signing promoters, like that's okay. Work on the customer end, work on focusing on helping how you can get all your customers, all your people that you first sign. How can you help them getting their product for free? How can you work with them getting that product for free? And then that might even be an angle that you reach out to everybody right now that you're following up, that you want to help as many people get this product for free as possible. They're like, how can I get it for free? Are you willing to share your Lavelle testimony and your link, your promoter link on your stories? Maybe you do a drawing. I personally, and I haven't made a big post about this, but I've done it on a live. I've said it on one of my lives, and I've said it in my stories a couple times now, but I'm going to do a big post about it. But I'm going to actually give a month of Thrive away for free every single month in the year of 2022. Okay. So what does that tell you? Everybody might be like, I can't do that. So you're going to get hung up on what you can't do. Okay. But maybe you make that as your goal, that you're going to raise enough money that you can give back a Thrive experience every single month this month. Okay. I made that as a personal goal. What am I going to utilize that for? Well, everybody that signs up as a free customer account, whether that's a referral, whatever, it goes into a drawing. How can I tell who signed up as a free customer account that month? Go right into my cloud office and all of the January customer accounts go into the drawing for a free thing, right? But I know that I need to sell so many actual packs, like 4-week experience packs, or so many orders in order for me to benefit from giving that away. But I'm utilizing that as a promo to help grow my customer base because people know they're going to be able to order and get something for free. Now, another thing is utilizing your support system, customer pages, like the Ultimate Thriver page, the detox group that has going on, right? Utilizing those resources for extra support for your customer coming in. So they are seeing other people that are thriving as well, other people that are detoxing as well. That support base is going to help people be more successful, but also be more likely to want to share because they're hearing the awesome results and awesome testimonies from the people in that group as well. Now, right? So you want to get people connected to that community. That is a huge, huge thing. I know that, was there anything else that you want to talk about with the line 4? Is there any specific questions that anybody has before we move on to anything else?
It gets paid out on, what is it, the 25th. So if you guys are wondering like when you guys actually get paid on that, we have until this Sunday. So work your butts off and get those 4 people before the end of Sunday, and it gets paid out on the 25th.
Yep, that's golden. And then if you guys have any questions, just if you need help with something in pertaining to customers getting this line 4, please just put it over here. We'll go, Jackie or I will go over and try to answer. If somebody else sees it, they can try to answer it or whatever. We want to help you guys nail this, right? But it's going to take action. It is going to take action. It's going to be you talking to people. It's going to be you following up with people. It is you being intentional with helping them thrive for free and making sure they are aware of their customer link, making sure they are aware of how to even post a story. Maybe you need to help them create that story and then they just got to go post to it. All right. We also wanted to talk about and bring up the 1,000 events in 100 days, right? So some of you guys maybe don't have a lot of people around you. That's okay. Listen. You can have 2 or 3 people go to lunch. You talk to them, you hang out with them, whatever. You could do something that's a Zoom with your friends and family that are local to you if they don't want to all meet at a restaurant, but you can hop them on a Zoom. You can do an event like that. Or you can set something up where you're actually having a small event where you're at. I personally do not have very many local thrivers that like are promoters. Okay. But guess what? It doesn't have to be. It can be somebody that is a customer. All right. It can be somebody that's a customer. In fact, when I used to be in my last business, I did parties in the beginning all the time. And I signed more promoters because of those parties, people learning how much they could like benefit from being a promoter and what they could do and how easy it was. But you can get a bazillion customers by having a small little event. If you have a girlfriend or a friend or a guy friend or whatever that is running a gym or wanting to do something, like they want to have a little get together, maybe they just want to have an excuse to have people over and to have a little couple snacks. Okay, guess what? Hey, you want me to help you get these products for free? Invite a few friends over and we can talk about it, right? Or maybe you decide that you're going to give your friend a free sample if they invite 3 friends over, right? Or maybe you want to give them like maybe you have the Thrive Skin and you want to have like a spa night or something like that. You can totally weave it however you want to and have some kind of little get together. Or you could just go out to dinner and have like a little mini Thrive After 5 type of event or a little mini local if you do have promoters or whatever. But if you do not have promoters local, please do not wait for an event to be popped up in your city, state, or town. You have to be the one who sets that pace, because if you don't start that, it's never going to ripple and nobody else is ever going to join you. So please do not wait for somebody else around you to do it. You do it. You go and you talk to people and you ask people if they want to do this or get together, and that maybe you're going to give them a Thrive experience and they've been really wanting to try Thrive. So this is a great opportunity for them to actually get people together and have a little so on, right? So I really want to challenge everybody to find some way to get together with people, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's going to a friend's house and them inviting a couple people over. Take pictures, post it on social media, show you guys all together and people thriving and people having a good time and just like the community of it. And if it's on Zoom, just take a picture and be like, I'm so happy I got to get together with these girls, and Sarah won a free experience for doing it. And somebody's going to say, how can I get one free? You say, girl, you can totally do this. All you have to do is invite a few people and we can hop on a Zoom and they can listen to my mouth and there you go. Right? So get some out of the box ideas, or maybe you want to set up a local around you, go everybody have dinner together tonight, and all the team get together and have a little event. Or maybe there's somewhere that you guys have all wanted to go to check out or whatever, and you could go meet for coffee, or well, not coffee, but lunch or whatever, brunch or something like that, right? So Jackie, you want to give, you and your team are amazing at having little events and having like little pop-up events all over the place. Can you share some of the like little events and ideas that people can have? Yes, just meeting at a restaurant. It doesn't have to be anything, you guys, like super big. You don't have to have all kinds of products. Please don't go order thousands of dollars of products to do something like that. But also keep an eye out for like vendor events and so forth too.
So pre-COVID, I mean, and this is really, really, really honestly what set our whole business, what grew our entire team and set it on fire was locals, right? But we made it a point to like have a local in every city where we had really big presence every single month. So once a month. So if you have like multiple teams and stuff, like, you know, for myself and for Twin, you know, Twin's my upline, But for us, we do have really big teams. So every single month we would be like, all right, we're looking at all the weekends. We only got 4 weekends in a month, right? We're trying to spread ourselves. Like, where are we going to go? Before we used to travel together. As the team started growing, we had to divide and conquer because there's too many people, right? We had to go to all these different places. But it started with literally just one city. It just started with, with us just popping up and having a local. We had one here in Vancouver. It was all promoters that showed up, honestly, but it's totally fine because you just want that energy transfer. You want the people to come, you want everybody to be excited. When you guys do locals and stuff, like, yes, it is great to get brand new people on Thrive. And ideally, you want to invite non-thrivers so that they can be and feel a part of the community. But you guys, if it's just a bunch of promoters, people leave these events so lit. They are literally on fire. They're so excited. They go home, they're like, realigned with all of their goals, and they're like, fire is there, right? So that's why it's so important, especially if you guys have not seen your people in a long time. I know that right now, especially in the past like couple weeks, it's been really crazy. Like, people are scared to go outside, or people are just like sick and tired of it. But it still has to happen, right? Like, you guys still have to put on something, even if it's going to be smaller events. Like, you guys will know like people's backgrounds and stuff, and like what they've been through in the past 3 weeks. Like, some of them might be like me, I have antibodies, I'm safe to like be around at the moment, right? And like, just take the time and like create these events and stuff. But besides that, we are very, very, very routine. On my team, we have online events every single week. That is static. That is something that, if you guys have that in your teams, that's basically a home for all of you guys to go to, something that is happening every single week that you can invite people onto. The routine is key, you guys. It is absolutely key. If you guys have an upline who hosts online events, invite to that. You know what? Like, you guys don't have to reinvent the wheel. If the opportunity call is good for you guys and your people can connect with that call, get them on that call. However, if you are in a completely different network, completely different people, and your audience does not resonate with the people who are hosting,
Yep.
it's time for you to step it up and host your own. Literally, this is key, you guys. You have to practice. It doesn't have to be super long. It can literally be like 15 minutes even. It doesn't have to be the perfect pitch of a call. It just has to be able to connect with your people and your network. Because this is something, it'll change everything for you. If you have that struggle where your network is kind of like, well, they don't really resonate with Jackie. She's like, a little Asian girl. Like, they don't really resonate with her. Like, she's not going to close my people, right? You have to step up, or you have to find a leader that is going to close that for you, right?
Yep.
There's so
Or
many.
invite a leader on with you. Like,
Yeah.
invite somebody else on with you. And that's the thing, you guys, is like, you have to sometimes be that person. And I mean, when you're that person, guess what? People start looking at you like you know what the hell you're doing. It's true. When you start doing it and you show up like prepared and you show up confident, people start taking you more serious. So that is going to be something where you set the tone. You show people like, hey, whoa, she actually knows what she's doing. Like, she's serious. She's going to make this happen. You have to kind of demand that almost exactly to get people to really believe you sometimes. So don't be afraid, but practice, get to know what it is. And then, maybe the first time you do it, maybe you have somebody that you feel comfortable with. Okay. That you feel comfortable with, that you get along with, that you guys have planned this out. And maybe you even do a practice run of it, right? If it's your first time. And then you just make it happen. You just make it happen. Like,
Consistency is definitely key when it comes to that, you guys. Like, it's not going to be like a one-time thing. Like, you do one opportunity call and then all of a sudden, like, it's not going to
every
change your
week.
business in one thing. I do recommend every week, but even if every week is too much, or if you guys are a part of a bigger team that like if you're constantly inviting onto like Lisa's or Kaylee's or who, if you guys have those things that you guys are constantly inviting to, maybe you might do one that's like every other week, but you brand your event. You know what I mean? You literally brand it so that people know that you're going to host an event and that there is a call and it's important. And then before you know it, 3 months passes by, you have a series of 6 amazing opportunity calls that you can share all the time, like with like stories or whatever it is. And that is really going to like help build your business and get your, face and name out there. But yeah, I mean, like consistency is definitely key.
You just said some goldenness right there, like golden nuggets right there, because every single time that my team was exploding this time of the year, I was having consistent events. Okay. And here's the reality of it. There are always going to be events. There's always going to be a zillion people that you're going to see events popped up. You can, whatever, right? I like to utilize those events that I see popped up when I've just been talking to a customer today. Oh, so-and-so's having an event tonight. Here, let me shoot you an invite to it. Okay. But what I was going to say was my own personal momentum has always been created by my own personal going live about those events. All right. So I personally just felt challenged pretty much while you were sitting there talking, like, oh, Amanda needs to go live again once a week. I need to do my own live. Right. So I guess I've got to stick my head out there and do that, figure out a day that I'm going to do my own lives, because I want to create my own momentum. I want to sign my own customers, and I want to sign my own promoters coming in. Can people invite other people? Absolutely. But ultimately, I'm doing it because I want to bring people back again, my potentials, to see me going live, me making these action steps, me taking that initiative, right? And I know that my business will explode because of it. Why? Because those promoters that are leading these events, guess what happens? People see them as them knowing what it is that they're talking about. So they start signing people. I'm not talking about the one time you did it. I'm talking about when you get consistent with it and you keep on doing, that person sees you every single week, pop on and go live. Eventually they're going to start popping onto your lives and wondering, what is she doing?
You just said something that I was just like, that I was mind blown. So, okay. So what Amanda just said was she's going to go live and share about other events that are happening, which is something very duplicatable that all of you guys can do, right? If you guys see an opportunity event, what do? You pick up your phone and be like, if you're free, hop on this call. You're talking, you're literally bouncing off of another event that's already happening that you don't even have to host. You don't have to do all that stuff that people are scared to do. You're just going live on your own thing and you're inviting your own people and they're just going to message you. So this is extremely, extremely duplicatable, you guys. Very, very duplicatable.
Yeah.
And you're showing your face.
I mean, the reality of it is like, you guys, you have to take that initiative, right? You have to take that initiative to start somewhere. And if you're not confident quite yet to do the actual event, that's all right. Be confident doing what it is that you're doing, and then invite them to another one, or something that's happening already. Somebody asked here, I want to address it because if not, I wrote it down. If someone doesn't have credits or they're not in a position to offer cash back, what other promo ideas is there to help get the customer orders in? They get 20% off whenever they get started, right? And the other promoter thing is that you're going to help them thrive for free. So how are you going to help them thrive for free? You're going to help them create their own customer testimony and post about it, right? So people can't expect to get something for nothing all the time, right? So if you want to help them, and them help you, you might have to work a little extra harder to help them close those deals with their customers. But if they want a promo that big, then they need to put in a little bit of effort too, right? Because you want to help them get this product for free next month. You do, and their discount right now, they're going to get 20% off. And you helping them get their product for free coming in next month. Or outside the box thinking, maybe you have a set of candles or something you're going to raffle off this month, or a prize that you have extra laying around that you got for Christmas, that you want to raffle off this month to your personal customers, or that you decide that, you know what, I am going to make X, Y, and Z by this check this week, this check next week, this check the following week. And at the end of the month, I'm going to raffle off a $50 gift card or a $20 gift card, or something like that, right? So you're going to have to get creative. You have to learn how to kind of balance that kind of stuff out, right? Because you're not going to make money if you never like sign customers. So you want to think outside the box. You want to utilize what's already there. So what's already there is the 20% off. They're going to start getting the ability, they're going to get the referral link that they can actually order and get the products for free by getting referrals. Most people never ever post their referral link and never talk about their experience because they don't know to. But when you start celebrating your customers, they just got started, you're excited to share their testimony. Hell, you can even share that person's testimony on your own personal page and tag them and tell their friends and tell them to make sure they approve the tag. It's going to pop up on their timeline too. So maybe it's not even them posting about it, but their friends that start asking the questions because you tagged them and they allowed it on their timeline, and then you start answering it and getting them signed up as referrals and so forth under them. So how you can benefit by helping them, right? So you don't have to have cash back. You don't have to have free anything or credits to give them. So please don't think that you have to, but you got to get creative with sometimes if you want to close the deal even quicker, what can you do for them? How can you help them? Well, tell them, hey, I'm really pushing. I want to help you get your products for free. And I am on a mission to do so. Are you in or are you out? Right? Because I'm going to be able to really focus on my first 3 customers. See how I use those words? I'm going to help my first 3 customers really focused in on them getting Thrive for free next month. Right? I might not be able to help everybody, but I can help the first 3. Right? So they want to be one of those first 3, making it a limited position for them. I think that's super important to make sure that you're making it where they feel special and that they feel like they are in the few, right? That they're in the few. Oh, I think there was somebody else that said something over here. Yes. Yeah, keep share promoters and customers engaged. Urgency. Thank you. That was the word I was trying to get out. I'm like, you want to make them feel special and make it urgent that this is their limited positions and limited spots, just like this promo is limited until Sunday. So anybody that comes in right now has the ability for not only getting that 1360 and whatever odd change that is, and I don't know what it is Canadian, but in the USD, the 1360 is about how much you get for VIP 1600, right? Right now, 1760. Why? Because you get an extra for the line 4. So realize the way that you
That is crazy.
New promoters.
That is crazy. That should be done. But I mean, even if they don't, getting VIP 800 plus that, like it's literally,
that's somebody's mortgage.
It's a big deal.
That's a mortgage or rent payment for the month. And that's probably paying off some people's Christmas, what they just spent on Christmas. Right. So you want to help people get their money back and their cash back as quickly as possible. Get to doing events of any kind, shape, or form. You yourself making it happen, getting an IPA list that you're doing daily income producing activities. Every time I say IPA, there's somebody that will ask what that is again. But getting a list solid that you are posting every day, getting samples out, aiming to try to get samples out every single day that you possibly can. There was something else I was going to say. It's probably going to come to me as soon as we shut this off.
I don't know, but for the events, I mean, you guys see it as soon as you guys log into the cloud office, because there's a big banner that says like 1,000 events in 100 days. Register your events. It's in the cloud office. It's like at the bottom, like over by the support ticket area. And then just like, it doesn't have to be like super big, but, try to do these things, because the company, they said 1,000 events in 100 days. That literally means we would need to do 10 events, not just us, but across the company, right? 10 events per day. That's pretty crazy. And we want to show up for the company that shows up for us, right? So definitely make that happen, guys.
Yeah, we want to do that for sure. And I just want to put this out there because I know that there definitely are still events coming up. You guys, if you see vendor events, crafting vendor events or whatever, I used to sign up for a Working Women's Wednesday every single Wednesday at a local restaurant. when I first got started, and every single Wednesday, everybody got to see my face. I would meet the other vendors. There weren't even that many vendors. Most people were down there. They would just want to come down and drink, whatever. But I got to sit and chit chat and talk to people and meet people, and network. Okay. And then also people get to know you, right? Doing one February at the hall. Yeah. So I mean, you can even sign up and see if somebody's having some kind of banquet or some kind of anything, and you can ask them if you can join them as a vendor there. You can talk to your local hospitals. Maybe they're doing some kind of baskets of some kind, and you can volunteer to help put together a basket or whatever, to get your name out there, and then make sure you have some business cards or something that you can absolutely pass out. Yeah.
Tomorrow is payday, guys. And also Maria is kicking off Tuesday leadership call, which is very, very, very exciting. If you guys are new on here, Maria is one of our uplines. She's like she's one of our uplines. She's like pretty much like Paul's level 2 or something crazy, something
Tony,
very
it goes
crazy.
Paul, Tony, Maria.
Yeah. And we're not far from her. Amanda's definitely not far from her at all, but she's on tomorrow, and I just get really excited because like it is the month of January. Leaders, they're all stepping up right now. So that's why every single Zoom that I see, you guys don't have to hop on every Zoom. Okay. It is optional. We always like to put that out there. Zooms are optional, but right now is the time that a lot of the leaders bring a lot of fire, right? They bring a lot of fire. They bring a lot of excitement. There's a lot of like gearing up, because that's exactly what we're getting ready for, you guys. We're getting ready to gear up. Even Lavelle is gearing us up, right? Getting us back to basics, GPOT. But tomorrow's Maria, so it's really exciting. We don't get to hear her story all the time. She probably tells it like maybe 2 times a year, maybe.
Yeah. She was
So-
a speech pathologist, you guys, and she was working just like everybody else, and she was actually new to the area. In fact, I literally just went to Maria's page yesterday, and I was reading her old s'more thing that she sends out whenever she had people get started. And this is clear back like in the day. I was reading like old posts, and I watched a video of her and her husband doing like sharing their story, and they were just talking about how they had just moved to the area that they were living in whenever they literally just got started with Lavelle. Okay. And now they own a ranch there and all kinds of stuff, you guys. So like, here's the thing. You need to realize Maria, just like anybody else, our first 8-figure earner in the company. I mean, yeah, 8-figure earner in the company. All right. And then Tony and Sheila came after her. And Tony was her enroller. The reality of it is that these people were speech pathologists, nurses. They were literally people just like you. Okay. They were literally just people, and they just started, and they started sharing, and they got excited. But Maria actually has like a master class, and that's what I'm going to pull up. And if you've never done it, I'll share it on the Dream Team page. But there's literally videos, and she goes through and she talks about everything, you guys. And like the videos are very short. They're not very long. And you're going to learn a lot. So if you're not already doing, if you've never done anything like that, if you've never looked at Team Thrive Nation's YouTube channel, that's Maria's channel. Okay. 1,000,000% Team Thrive Nation. Okay. On YouTube. Go look it up. But also, like I said, I'll share it on the Dream Team page. Find a goal and action step. I seen where Lisa just posted, if you've not gotten like IPA sheets, if you go to the downloads or to the document section on the Dream Team 2021, there is now, once our new page is up, it'll have resources, will be so simple, stupid in front of you. Okay. But for right now, go to the files, go to the documents, go to the albums. You will find some kind of check sheet that works for you. And guess what? If it doesn't exist, make it. If it does not exist, make it, and then share it. Because that's how leaders do. Right? You share the things that you come across and the things that you learn. I don't think I have anything else to say tonight. I think I'm just super excited, and you guys can probably tell. You all missed Amanda, didn't you? You missed this side of Amanda. Yes.
Oh,
Thank you, New
check your
York,
emails.
because you brought it back to me.
Check your emails, guys. I don't know if you guys checked or if you guys heard about it from your uplines, but they did send golden tickets
Oh,
for
I'm glad you
people
said that.
for Punta Cana. So if you guys have been dreaming about going on these getaways and like maybe you were just a little short and you're like, damn it, go check your emails because they did send a bunch of golden tickets out. And it's just randomly chosen, you know, they just randomly pick people, and there's a whole bunch of people that got happy golden tickets and they're super excited. They're planning their trips to Punta Cana. They didn't even know they were going to go. So it is very exciting. And if you guys do get that email, check your junk and everything, because sometimes things go other places, but it's only 3 days to make a decision. You have to let them know by January 13th if you guys do get that golden ticket. So yeah.
All right. I think it's a great way to wrap it up. And I'll get this recording up here as soon as it actually downloads. So love you all. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you next Monday. Bye.
Bye.